Right from the start, it's chaos for Ava and Ben as they realise Will's arrival in Weatherfield isn't going to be simple. What should have been a warm family reunion turns into worry and frustration when the teenager doesn't even show up where he's supposed to. And here's where it starts to unravel, because this lad is clearly up to something.
Will Driscoll's secret causes major family tension. Eva, Ben and Maggie are ready to welcome Will with open arms, but when he doesn't arrive at the station, panic sets in. You can almost feel Eva's heart sink when Ollie admits he hasn't seen him. Maggie, being Maggie, reminds everyone that Will never wanted to leave Hull in the first place, which says it all. But then things take another twist when David shows up wearing Ben's framed rugby shirt. Yes, the one that was meant to stay in its case. He's clearly trying to stir trouble and make a point, but Eva is not having it. She warns him he's playing with fire, and she might be right. Later in the week, Ben returns from Hull empty-handed after searching for his son. Turns out, Will's been hiding nearby all along, using Lily to sneak into the pub and grab his passport. It's cheeky, risky, and classic Corrie chaos. When Lily lets slip what she's done, Will's parents are both relieved and furious. He finally returns, not alone though. He's found by Megan, his athletics coach, who catches him bedding down in his old changing rooms. That's when you realise something deeper is going on here. Ben senses it too, especially after finding a love note. So what's Will really hiding? Fans might remember Corrie's long history of troubled teens. This could easily snowball into something bigger. And the fact he's already leading Liam astray by bunking off school? Yeah, this storyline's only just getting started.
2. Carla Connor faces heartbreak as her wedding to Lisa Swain falls apart. Now, let's shift to Carla, and honestly, this one's painful to watch. Carla's already been through enough over the years, and now her big moment with Lisa is falling apart piece by piece. She's furious with Becky's behaviour, and deep down, she knows it was only a matter of time before trouble crept back in. Lisa swears nothing's going on, but Carla's not convinced. Becky, on the other hand, makes no secret of the fact that she still loves Lisa, and she's not ready to give up. You can feel the tension every time they share a scene. Then comes Becky's plan. She thinks a family break to Spain could fix things. You've got to hand it to her for trying, but will a sunny getaway really solve what's broken? Lisa even goes as far as seeking legal advice from Costello, hoping there's some loophole that will let her and Carla go ahead with the wedding. His response, though, sends a chill down your spine. He tells her the only way forward would be to go back to being dead. That line alone could give anyone goosebumps. When Lisa tells Carla what's been said, it only makes things worse. Carla accuses her of keeping the door open for Becky. Meanwhile, Costello's anger explodes and he warns Becky in terrifying fashion. Get on the flight he's booked, or else. Fans will remember how far Carla has come, from business betrayals to heartbreak and back again. To see her facing another disaster just as she was meant to find happiness is brutal. And honestly, this wedding, it might not happen at all. If you're still watching and enjoying, hit that subscribe button. It really helps keep the channel going, and make sure you don't miss any of next week's Corrie updates. Alright, let's get back to Weatherfield. You know things are bad when Tracy McDonald gets involved. And yes, she's at it again, causing chaos for Cassie, who's just trying to make a fresh start.
Tracy McDonald sabotages Cassie Plummer's first day. Tracy never misses a chance to stir things up, does she? The moment she spots that wine delivery for Ken and realises it's come from Cassie, she jumps straight to the worst conclusion. In her head, Cassie's suddenly trying to win Ken over after that boozy mishap the other day. It's classic Tracy logic. No pause, no proof, just straight into attack mode. You could almost hear her muttering under her breath as she marches across the street ready for battle. By the time she gets to the cab office, she's already decided Cassie's guilty. No questions, no chat, just straight in with the accusations. Poor Cassie tries to stay calm, but anyone who's watched Corrie for a while knows that once Tracy's wound up, there's no reasoning with her. She doesn't do calm conversations. She does fireworks, eye rolls, and that smug little smirk when she thinks she's got the upper hand. But what she does next, That's pure Tracy. Turning off the streetcar's switchboard on Cassie's very first day. It's petty, vindictive, and exactly the sort of thing you'd expect from her when she feels threatened. You've got to give it to her though. She knows how to get under someone's skin. And honestly, Cassie's face when she realises what's happened is going to be priceless. Still, Cassie's not a pushover. She's been through far worse than a bit of Tracy drama, and you can tell she's not about to let anyone walk all over her, especially not someone like Tracy. So when Tracy comes back later, pretending to call a truce, Cassie's already a step ahead. That "let's put this behind us" chat quickly turns into another Tracy negotiation, and surprise, surprise, she wants Steve to drop his claim over the florists. It's so transparent, it's almost funny. Cassie, though, decides to play the long game. Rather than explode there and then, she goes for a bit of quiet revenge, a prank that'll hit just the right note. Viewers might actually cheer her on for this because, let's face it, Tracy's been dishing it out for years with barely anyone giving it back. Cassie doing it with a bit of wit and style. That's exactly the kind of comeback we love to see. This back and forth between them has all the makings of a proper Corrie feud. The kind that runs in the background, bubbles up every few weeks, and gives us those brilliant one-liners at the Rovers. Both women are strong, sharp-tongued and unpredictable, which makes it hard to tell who will come out on top. And that's what keeps it fun to watch. If anything, this could finally give Cassie a decent storyline away from just being Tyrone's mum. She's got spark, she's got edge, and matching wits with Tracy McDonald is no small task. It might start with a petty prank, but knowing these two, it won't end there. This is Corrie mischief at its best. Funny, fiery, and just messy enough to keep us all talking.
4. Carl Webster crosses the line with his sister, Debbie. Next up, we've got Carl Webster, and this one's pure manipulation. Debbie's doing well for herself, managing the Chariot Square Hotel and keeping her business empire ticking. But Carl clearly has other plans. At first, he plays the supportive brother, telling her to relax, maybe take a holiday. He even suggests she's earned it after all her hard work. Sounds nice, right? Except it's anything but. While she's distracted, he grabs her phone and books a break in her name, one she doesn't even remember making. It's a sneaky move, and you can tell Debbie's confused, but also a bit embarrassed. Ronnie tries to be kind about it, saying everyone needs a rest, but Carl's clearly got something else in mind. He then asks for access to her bank account to help with bills while she's away, and that's when alarm bells start ringing. Viewers might remember Carl's history of shady deals. He's never been the most trustworthy type. If Debbie hands over her details, she could be walking straight into a trap. This could turn into a proper sibling showdown once she realises what he's up to. And let's face it, Debbie doesn't take betrayal lightly. And finally, let's end on something a bit more light-hearted, though still with that classic Corrie awkwardness we all love.
5. David Platt's anniversary blunder. David and Shona's anniversary is meant to be romantic, but when has David ever managed to pull off smooth and romantic at the same time? He starts by pretending he's got her a 6-pack of beers as a joke. Shona rolls her eyes, of course, but then he surprises her with an actual dinner reservation at the bistro, or so he thinks. They show up dressed for the night, only to find he's booked the wrong date. The booking's for the next evening. You can almost feel the second-hand embarrassment through the screen. Instead of a quiet romantic table, they end up having to share with Kit and Sarah. And if you've ever had to share a table with someone mid-family drama, you know exactly how awkward that's going to be. It's classic David though, a bit of a mess, but somehow you still love him for it. And maybe that's the perfect reminder that even in a week packed with tension and secrets, Corrie always knows how to bring it back to humour and heart. So that's what's coming up next week, from Eva and Ben's family drama with Will, to Carla and Liza's crumbling wedding plans, Tracy's war with Cassie, Carl's scheming with Debbie, and David's hilarious anniversary mishap. There's tension, chaos, and those perfectly awkward moments that make Coronation Street what it is. Bottom line, this week's all about who you can trust, who's keeping secrets, and who's about to be caught out. Now, over to you. What do you make of all this? Do you think Will's secret is about a relationship? Will Carla actually forgive Liza? And how far will Carl go before Debbie finally sees through him? Drop your thoughts down below. I love reading what other fans think because sometimes you spot things I completely miss. And if you enjoyed the spoilers and want more Corrie updates every week, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time back on the cobbles.